All right, hello everybody. This little review of the Bark River Bravo 1.5. This is a nice larger option if anyone is a big fan of the Bravo 1 and just wants to get something a little bit longer a blade. Then this is definitely a good choice. I picked this up almost a year ago. I had the Enzo camper and had a little bit of a fail with the blade, and crescent-shaped notch came out. Bad heat treat, no big deal, but got a little spooked from Enzo for the time being. I mean, you can't. You can't say anything bad about them. They make great knives. The Trapper, of course, gets all kinds of rave reviews from people, and they make good knives. Anyone can have a bad heat treat or have something go wrong with a knife, but I was just a little spooked from it, and rather than replace it, I picked this up instead. It's something I'd been thinking about, and that just kind of gave me the opportunity to do so. First production run, I think it says, whatever. This is in CPM S35VN. Had to go stainless. Lanyard hole, and I've never really looked into it too much, but if anyone knows the whole point of the field lanyard tang here on the bottom, if that's all it is just an extra lanyard, or if it's for aesthetics, or I haven't done any real research on it. I usually don't care. I find it adds to the look a little bit. I kind of like it, and it just happened to come with this everything else I wanted, which is green micarta and S35VN, and that was just there. I didn't have a choice of. I don't think you can get it without that. I'm not sure. If anyone knows if there's a particular function for that, please throw me a PM or a message and let me know. But let's just do some quick work with it. I apologize again. Lighting's a little off today. And you're not going to see the top of this till I get down a bit more. But hopefully you'll see it enough once I get going on it. If I can find a good spot here. This is a piece of maple. So we're doing some hardwood here. It's fracturing a little easier because it's cold out. It's in the minus 20s, I think, but minus 22 or something. Fine Canadian weather. Bit of a knot here. And no problem. And less of a knot, more of a whorl in the wood. Just where the wood curves a bit, it gets a little bit more resilient. So why not go for another chunk? May as well. I would consider this more of a chopper, batoner, than anything else. Obviously, it's a little large for my tastes for smaller tasks. Not that you can't, you can choke up on it. You can do what you need to do. It's not that big. I think it's just I'll throw the measurements in. I can't remember the exact length. I think the blade is 13 centimeters, somewhere around there. What is that, 6 inches? Something like that. I usually, other than to review and describe it to you, it's not something I pay attention to. I look at it, I look at the length. It's either good enough or it's not. Or it appeals to me or it doesn't, I suppose is more accurate. Come on, baby. Straighten that handle a bit so I can get at my edge more. It's definitely putting it through a bit of a pace. There we go. Absolutely no problem at all. We'll go down one more time just to give it a real real good shake. I'm doing a series of knives today, and I should have started with the 1.5. I could have broken down some smaller pieces, and I could have done some hardwood testing. I did the SE4 today, and didn't really put it through any hardwood because I didn't have any smaller pieces to do it with. But yeah, I guess I should have used the 1.5 first. Would have had my smaller pieces, that's for sure. Almost through. I can get just enough of the tip back here. My baton's losing its edge. There we go. Whew. So I was dealing with a curve in the wood, which you can see, as well as a knot towards the end there. And once I got more of the tip sticking out, I was able to whack on it a bit better. No problem. Didn't have any difficulties with that. Not as I would describe a difficulty anyway. And I think we're going to retire this baton. Go back to my old faithful piece of maple. I'm not sure, this is probably a piece of maple too, but with the squared off edge, it's just getting chewed up, as you can see, and there's no other edge that's good enough. So yeah, on the fire with it. Speaking of which, pardon me, just had to throw some more wood on. Alright, sorry about that, folks. Like I said, it's cool enough that I want to keep the fire going good. So there, let's do a little bit of testing with that, eh? That hardwood piece here. And we'll try some, make sure my camera's still running. I have no idea how this thing's going to operate in this kind of cold. So far, so good. It's just a smartphone camera, so. I can find a damn good piece here to feather on this jumbo bugger. Maybe I'll grab another smaller piece. A little easier to manage, eh? There we go. And that feather sticks really well. It's comfortable. Again, it's the same handle. I think it's actually the same size handle as the Bravo 1. The only difference being the blade length. That does no problems whatsoever. See if I can use this. There we go, just to break that down a bit more. That's the stuff. Alright. So no problem feather sticking. As far as a bite, frozen hardwood, not bad. Not bad, I don't think. My opinion. Finish pointing this. Where are you? Also no problem. I'll take that down some more. No problem. Blunt it up. Does a good job. smaller stuff, softwood rather, of course it's not going to have any difficulties. Again, there's that convex, which is really great for smooth cuts in wood. Does a great job. Just a quick push, nothing too strenuous. Not a problem. Does a great job of that as well. And points that up pretty quick as well. So what are we going to do here? What else can we do with this? Do a little notch. Big notch, little notch, big notch. There we go. No problem. Let's try that on the hardwood. Find a decent spot here. This looks good. Get that piece off because it's kind of flailed. Of course, a bit more pressure. But not a problem. And again, frozen wood's a little harder to work with. Where are we? There we go. Not a problem. Bit of an angle. There we go. You can see how I did that. So yeah, I mean, it does a great job. And like I said, if you want to choke up and do some finer work, it's good for that. You're going to find the ramp is going to dig into the palm of your hand. Like for instance, if I want to choke up on the blade, where are we? If I want to choke up on it like this, you know, you're going to have that ramp's going to dig in your hand right about there. So I mean, it's good to wear gloves for something like that. But it's doable and it's not uncomfortable. And I'm just talking really fine stuff that you want to bring down your chest. Very easy. I guess I can do a quick chest lever. Interesting to try it with a bigger knife. Not a cut that I use. But comfortable handle for that. And of course the same is going to apply to the Bravo 1. I didn't do a chest lever with the Bravo 1, but with the handle being the same, I can obviously say that that's not going to be an issue at all. I don't need to do it for 5 minutes to know. Personally, just my experience with knives, I don't need to do it for a long time to know when something's going to be comfortable or uncomfortable. So pretty good for this. What else? I guess that's about it. It's a good knife. It's a really good knife. It's really comfortable. A little longer than I like, but I didn't have any large blades and I wanted to try it out. So I got this, and I'm not unhappy with it. I'm still not a larger or longer bladed guy. I like something, you know, a little smaller. But this is still good, you know. I'm an 11 centimeter, somewhere in that range for blade length. Is kind of my ideal, which is what, about 4 to 5 inches, somewhere in that range is fine. But good knife. All right, brain freeze. Time to get by the fire. Hope everybody enjoyed it. As always, anything you want to see, anything I didn't see, didn't show you, or didn't come out clear, just let me know. Any questions, never hesitate to ask. Always willing to do something or to do whatever I can to satisfy my viewers. So have a great day and be well.